Good morning. All right, it's a little bit kind of not great weather right now, and I'm actually a little bit under the weather right now, so I'm hanging out in my jammies, and I'm going to go through a couple of those boxes. I'm going to turn the camera around, and I want to show you one box that I've already been through. These are boxes from the auction. Mixed lots is what they call them, and I'll show you, what some of my process is, and, we'll just do kind of like an unboxing. I don't have a tripod, so can't even tell you what this video is going to be like, but it is what it is. And yeah, let's go. All right, so here was my first box. I think this was called Miscellaneous Home Decor. A lot. This is one that I kind of already went through. Not in great detail, but just to see what was in there. So here you have a hanger for the wall. At first I thought it was like a tripod, but it's not. It's something that you would hang something on there, like a plaque, I guess, or maybe a photo. So that's probably, I don't know, a $10 item, an $8 item. Here's an old basket. It's kind of funky, and I might actually have to make an arrangement for somebody to understand what that is. But we'll see. It's kind of in rough shape. All right. This is a planter. It's a planter / wall pocket. It could be hung up on the wall. It does have a little bit of a crack there. It's two lovebirds. It's actually really cute. I'm going to say it's 40s, 1940s maybe. And I did research this, and they go for about $12, $14. I would probably price this somewhere around $8 just because of the crack. And, put as is on the price tag. There's 3 of these little birdies covered with dust, so that'll get a wipe down. I don't know if it was, Dollar General or whoever. But there's 3 of them, so I can group them or put in each price. Looks like in 02 these were $1.88, unless that's unless that date doesn't apply. I kind of feel like it's more recent than that. But in any case, made in China, little birdies. But the nice thing with something like that is somebody can come in my booth and maybe find something for $2. It's good to have all price ranges. Let's see. This is a homemade thing, and I don't think I will put this in my booth. It says House with Yellow Door by S. Bastinelli. And maybe these were all found objects. This looks like blocks from a child's play set. This kind of looks like a plumbing coupling. And one of those birds. It's cute, but I don't think it's something that I'm gonna sell. And then, what does that mean? What will I do with it? I don't know. I might start collecting like things that I can bring to a flea market one day. They're like next level down from what I have in my booth. Here's a little birdie. He's a Dollar Tree birdie, Dollar General birdie, so he won't go in my booth. This is a pinched little candle holder. It's really kind of cute. Pottery, stoneware, something. Now this is I don't know if this is considered a butterfly, but it's got that on it. ECB maybe, and then there's EC Brinkman, and I did look this up, but I don't remember what the value was. It'd probably be a $6 item, even if it's artist signed. And then I love this guy. Look at him. My husband said, "What is that?" Look, it's a bird. Look at him. He stands up on his own, too. Watch. Here, wait. See, he stands up. And he is signed. He's got a stamp. I think it's CS. Does it look like CS to you? I don't know. I tried to do Google Lens and like took a picture of it and tried to search the image. That did not work. This is a angel butterfly, I think it says on it. Butterfly angel. I think it's, you know, amateur made, but it's cute. This is what's known as a personal oiler. I forget what my husband said, maybe for watches or clocks, but it's a little oil can basically. And then these two plaques here, I don't think they were anything earth-shattering, but I might be able to include that. So like out of that batch, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, if you count all the birds as one, 7 or 8 items that I can resell for probably, you know, $5 to $10 each. How much did I pay for it? I think this was a $2 box. I think all my mixed boxes were like anywhere from $1 to $4. That's what I'm going to have to do. The hard part is cleaning them. Well, the hard part is not cleaning them, pricing them, and then getting what I'm not using, getting it where it's not laying around. I have to really concentrate on finding homes for them. So the next box is this kitchen lot, which I have not looked at. So we're going to do that next. Let me just clear up this other box here, and we'll look into this. All right, this is a mixed kitchen lot, and I think there's actually going to be some pretty good stuff in here. So first thing is this heavy hors d'oeuvre plate. To me, it looks like it's got, let's see, fish, celery. I think that might be olives. I'm not sure. Either of these two can be olives, plums, I don't even know what. And then a center area where maybe you would have some dip. It's pretty heavy. I'm feeling for chips. I don't feel any chips. Let's see if I can find any maker's mark. A lot of times this press glass is not like signed. And I don't know if you can see, but it is filthy. So, but I think it's a good item. It's a good item for going into the fall, for when people are entertaining. So that's a score. These are, I guess, little trivets. Let's see what it says here. It says St. Michael. It's from London. Made in the UK. Wiped clean with a damp cloth. It was 1.25 pounds back in whatever day it was. I don't see a date. Some of the cork is coming off. But this is a nice little harvesty, fall-ish type scene. And then this one almost looks like dogwood, except for I guess these are roses. Also similar condition. And I have no idea, maybe $4 a piece. All right. Oh. Okay, well this is cute, but I'm trying to figure out if that's like a mirror effect on that. Oh, it is. It's almost like they mirrored the frame and then scratched enough away to see the dog. I don't know if I'm gonna redo that. That's actually a real photo. It's a real photo of a dog with like a rawhide bone. Okay. It's cute though. Alright. This is... Huh. I'm not sure. It's a planter frame. I'm going to have to try and figure this one out. Let's see. It says made in Japan, Gardener's Eden. Maybe this is supposed to have a bamboo or something that grows up and out. I don't know. What else? Oh, this is heavy. Let's see what's inside. There's a thermometer in there. This is a heavy metal, kind of cool urn. Okay, I'm gonna say this is a little vase or maybe a sake pitcher. I don't know. Made in Japan. I like this. Let's see if I can tell what it says. I see an A and a C. Oh, it's a bread warmer. Heat in the oven and then you put it in with your bread. That'll be good for the fall. Huh. Not sure. It's very dusty. Ugh. Okay. This is kind of cool. I love random tiles. I have random tiles around my house that I like to use to mix paint on or to put my cup on, and they make me happy just to see them. I might keep this. This looks like maybe it had a candle in it at one point. A little one serving hot thermos cup. Yeah. I thought this looked like a shell. I guess it does kind of look like a shell. It's got tulips painted on it. Blue enamelware. A blue mug. The Black Dog, Martha's Vineyard in Massachusetts. This is a very heavy mug, and I have no problem selling things that have state names and other things on them. I just sold a cup from the U.S. Virgin Islands. I mean, if somebody wants it, great. If they don't, it can sit there for a little while. Now this is cool. Let's see. Product of France. I think it's a mustard jar. It says Moutarde de Meaux. Pommery family has carefully guarded the secret recipe of this mustard. I don't know, but it's a wonderful feeling jar. If this ends up being modern, what I can do is I can clean off the label. And it is modern because there's a UPC, a barcode. So I will probably clean off this paper and just sell it as a mustard pot. That's a little saucer, and this is probably the little cup that goes with it. Oh, I love framed tiles. Now this has some stuff worn off at the top. I'm not sure how that's going to fit in. It says made in Spain. This looks like just a little, it says Indiana glass. Oh, this is a coaster. It's modern. Barcode. Oh no, this looks very filthy. Alright, it's alright. This is kind of cute. This is from made in France. Whatever it is, it's got its little spoon. Ooh, in England. I can't really read it, but I'm going to. Before I decide if it just automatically goes with something. Oh. Let's see what this is. I feel like I should know what that is, but I don't. Okay, here's a little plaque reminding someone about self-care. Here's a little fish thermometer. What is this? Rogers Silver Company. Two baskets, and these baskets will be good for display. You can put all kinds of things in there. I actually have a grouping of like wood fruit that I never know how to display, so maybe I'll put that in one of these baskets. And we've got another silver-ish thing, and I might shine these up a little, but not too much. It's always a debate whether you should shine something or not shine something. Oh, there's somebody's garlic. It's a little garlic basket. And then look at these. They're little party picks. Yeah. For your hors d'oeuvres. So that's a pretty good box. I would say there's more in here that I'm going to use than not going to use. And some of them will just equate to like a little giveaway to make a shopper feel like, oh, they got a couple things for little money. And some are a little better than that. And that's, you know, I like to scatter everything in. And there's a saying that the smalls pay the rent. So I kind of feel like my experience is that you need at least like two really expensive things or much higher price things to sell in addition to everything else it sells. I typically sell about 30 items out of my booth, and I'm very early in the game of knowing how this all works. But I would say maybe 80% of what I sell is under 20. I would like to have people who just come and they're happy they got something and they spend their money and then maybe they come back. Okay, we have one more box. Okay, this last box was like, I think it was labeled like tablecloths and placemats. So this is going to be a quick one to go through because of what it is. Now, a lot of these I'm going to have to figure out and really maybe research how I'm supposed to clean them. This is a dresser scarf is what I'll call it. Hold on a minute. So there are some condition issues. So there's different things you can do with linen. You can clean them, and like I don't if you have a really good quilt you can command a really good price. But if you don't have a really good quilt, excuse me, you would call it a cutter quilt. And that means it's a quilt that is not in good condition and can be upcycled into something else. Like this here, I wouldn't try and sell this for any kind of high money. Could maybe even bag a bunch of these up and just call them like project linens. And then somebody will take this and maybe sew it on their jeans jacket or somewhere. And so you have to just price it accordingly. So there's that. Let's see, it looks like there's 4 damask style napkins. Let's see. Machine wash separately. These are from 1995. This kind of looks like it's supposed to go with it. I mean, it doesn't match, but definitely could use it on the same table. That's just a little something. Versailles Damask, set of 4 napkins. This is the same napkins. Winton Court. TJ Maxx, $10. Don't know when. Let's see. Doesn't. Oh, 95. Okay. This is kind of cool. These are olives. To tablecloth. So I'll probably open this up, check for stains, see there's like some little rust or something, clean it as best as I can, and then put the measurements on the tag. Another one of those napkins. I think this is just plain white. That's just plain white, but it's very yellowed. Okay, these are like velour. Velour. This would be good for Christmas. Placemats. 2, 4, 6, maybe 8 of them. This is from Walmart. That's I call this a table runner. Random placemat. These are nice. Oh boy. Made in India. They're like tapestry. Yes, those will go for good money. And I'm sorry if this is not the greatest. I really like this. Sorry if this is not the greatest filming. Tripod would be much better, but this is pretty. Might have to be a feature. That's a tablecloth, I think. Oh, it's a tablecloth with a slight pattern to it. I don't know if you can see that. Are you there? Yeah. Sorry, some of this actually smells quite like an old house. So there's a race style tablecloth. This is tablecloth and napkins. Yeah, I'm going to have to. This looks like a shawl, but it might be a runner. It might be a scarf. No, and I don't know what color it's supposed to be. Lace. Oh, look at this. Look. Is that beautiful? Yeah. I don't know too much about linens. That's the protector for over the tablecloth. 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 Let's look at these. Okay, so this is, you see how this has like a rough edge. I'm going to have to open this up and see what it looks like. See how I can use it in display. But this might be one of those cutter situations. And everything is going to need some oxy. And that's a tablecloth too. I think this was a very good box. Probably what I need to do, hold on. I probably need to do some research on soaking. I know people soak things in borax. They soak things in oxy. I'm not a good launderer at all for my own clothes. And then to take things that have certain colors or certain instructions. Sorry, there was a blue jay just came down for a peanut. I'm just not good at it. And what I would hate is to have some really nice stuff and for me to ruin it. So that I'm going to have to take slow. That's not going to be something I'm going to be able to just run through. Because I'm going to have to, each piece will need figuring out. So that's a little more time intensive.
You got a minute?
Yeah, I'll be right there.
Okay.
Yeah, so those are 3 mystery boxes. And I mean, the first one wasn't so hot, but the other 2, it's quite a bit there. I didn't want to bring the kitchen one in my own house and start washing stuff because then it's just more clutter of my house, but I think I'm going to have to. And then of course, beautiful stuff like this. I'm going to have to bring it in and wash it. And hope I don't ruin it. Thanks for checking that out, and I'll catch you next time. I'm going to do some pricing and like stop playing and get down to some business. Have a great night.